location.
Oh,
Those are normally go out to a 1,000-foot radius of businesses. And so we don't know about those things unless someone brings it to our attention. So that was brought to our attention from the council office. So that's the only way we would have done that. Yeah. Thank you very much. Next.
I'll go next. I'm Officer Vargas, have the city office for Hyde Park. We had a cleanup today on Avenue 59 in Figueroa and on Avenue 57 in Marvin Way. Actually, 59 in Marvin Way, just north of Figueroa. So it went well, and everybody complied, so no issue there. So thank you to CD1, which I was in contact with Wendy. She helped out tremendously. She stepped out, but thanks to CD1. That's all I got.
I need on the sign-in sheet. It should be making its way around, so I need that back. Please make sure you sign in on the sign-in sheet. Chief?
All right, since my partners are standing, I guess I'll stand as well. So March 27th, yes, it's that. I think our 5K is up coming up. It's on your packets. I attached this to the back. The QR code there, if you want to register, it's 30 for adults, 25 for youth. If you can get a group of runners, 8 or more, it becomes a cheaper rate. But that is all to benefit our youth programs. So everything is for that. We hold this every year. It's our 3rd year so far. So far, every year we're getting bigger and stronger. So we're hoping to keep that going. So if you have any questions about it, or if you're having trouble registering, please email me. My email is on the bottom of that flyer. And then that's pretty much it. It's here at the park, so it should be a nice little fun.
Please make sure your name is on the sign-in sheet and your contact info. I will. Thank you. Thank you. Assembly member, we've got no congressman here represented yet. Let's look at mayor's representative. No one's here yet. And then we have new mayor's representative. So Donna said she'll be here next meeting. Alfredo will no longer be attending here. And then we've got council office. Council District 1.
No serious problem with non-emergency wait times. We call in, 50 minutes, an hour to wait. By the time you get through to someone, you take another half hour to an hour and a half for them to dispatch a team. They do a really good job once they get there. So,
Any other questions for CD1? Go ahead, my dear.
Can I get a contact card? Because I have certain issues, especially since she's the chair of public works, about like non-ADA, I'm just going to say non-ADA compliance, breaking federal laws under the guise of saying that they don't want protesters. It's the Church of Scientology. But you're not allowed to break federal laws. And I, as a person in a chair, have a right to travel. And there's 5 city blocks that I cannot ingress or egress off of because, whatever their paranoia is. And so I would like to have a report as to all the violations, the ADA violations. So I would like to make sure that, Ms. Hernandez gets it directly, that maybe she can work with, because other people have tried to work with the Church of Scientology, to get them to move it. They've been cited by the city. They've been fined by the city. They're going to hearings before this, criminal hearings, I believe, before the city attorney. So I do question why they have a seat here at this point if they're not in good standing with the city. But it needs to be addressed. You can't just, and I put myself at risk because they go after me. They do for speaking up. But yeah, I'm sorry. But I'm just saying I need help because there's an ADA issue and it's very serious and it's federal laws being broken, city, state and everything. And I haven't gotten help anywhere, really. I mean, and so I come here because you're very reasonable. I absolutely enjoy you as the head, but the officers here claim to be that they want to be neutral, but then they come and enforce parking tickets, like on the street. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, and I'm trying. Yeah. Yes, separately. Yes, absolutely. But I have to protect, I'm here to protect, I'm saying it out loud to protect myself because otherwise they could just go after me for whatever reason.
We're not going to have to go by.
Oh, no, you're not.
Yeah, don't worry. You're
I hope so.
Did you get the question or comment?
No, basically that you will take this information and try to seek help or try. I'm just looking for help to redress the problem. It's been going on since June.
Yeah.
It needs to stop.
Yeah, we don't cover the area of that. I guess depending on what area it's in, we can talk.
Okay, but she's Public Works, that's why I was asking,
What I'm
right,
saying is that we don't cover that area, but we can help you out too.
right. Well, Hugo's, yeah,
Yeah.
they're not helping, so, thank you. Thank
very
you.
much, Wendy. Thank you. Thank you very much. PD clerk. Go ahead, my dear.
Thank you, sir. I'm here for the same thing. Hugo's Office High has known since June that I am being discriminated against, okay, on like 5 or so city blocks. It's not fair that I should be discriminated against just because, for whatever reason they choose, because they're paranoid that somebody is going to sit there and protest or whatever. That's their problem. It's not my problem. I want that stuff gone. The city's gone after what Hugo just right down the street. They said it's unfair to the unhoused to have planters, and to prevent encampments. You guys, the city went and collected it. Why isn't the city getting rid of those planters and forcing them to get ADA compliant federally? I don't want to hear that they're afraid of protesters. Like there's been no restraining orders against it, no valid convictions for anything, whatever they're, okay, they don't like it that people don't, that protest Scientology, oh well. But they don't have a right to for this assault on the ADA community on a continuous basis for months, and I'm tired of it.
So definitely CD 13 is actually your correct council, as you already know.
Right.
So Regina's here to address that issue, so she hears your concern.
Thank
I'm sure
you.
she'll follow up. Make sure that you connect at the meeting after. She's gonna be leaving in about
I
5 more minutes.
I'll put my business, I'll hand you my business card, but.
Thank you. Thank you. It needs to stop. Thanks.
Thank you. Anyone from CD 14, thanks, Regina. Anyone from CD 14? Vito, what time do we find from here?
I mean, you're not pointed at me. Oh yeah, she was. It's a Scientology. Well, but she needs to quit it. They have no business at the table. Right. She's going to. But thankfully the president's really cool and they. Hi. I want to know who she was with. And there's no way she drives. They have to have someone pick her up. Mm-hmm. I have to leave it like, 'cause I want to catch my bus, but
Okay.
I don't know when the next bus is coming. But is there any way I could like talk to you, like maybe a phone call or something?
Yeah, sure.
Like, do you have a card? Because,
Yeah. Email me and then,
I mean, we've emailed before,
yeah.
but I want to have a
Maybe I follow
conversation.
you on social media.
Do you?
You're on in LA. right?
Yes, I am. Do you?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. I'm honored.
I'm on social media.
Are
I don't
you?
post anything, but.
Oh, it's like, so we can't find it, Well, you should. I mean, people would love to see what you do.
I have my community relations office post.
Oh, okay. I used to do, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, because I had to catch some,
Well, I am aware of your concerns, because I get some of the complaints here that are made to the police commission.
yes.
So-
Well, I'm probably the one making the complaints there too. I have a bunch of people.
Yeah.
But real quick, because I do want to talk about it. I just don't want to miss the
Sure.
bus. Is that, I just don't, I don't want to, they are bad, they are saying things that are untrue and slanderous. Anything I'm saying, it's not untrue. They are violating the ADA laws. I am standing up for the ADA community. That's not, but I'm being labeled as all these different things and I'm resenting it. But I'm also, so I want to counteract that. I want to talk to you about that. But I also want to talk to you about for the life of me, I guess if they're in such bad, right now they're being prosecuted criminally. I don't understand why they're not suspended from advising you until that's fixed.
Oh, even as far as being on the.
Yes, I don't think that and I take Cpab very seriously. I used to be involved with all that.
Mhm.
But I don't think that they deserve a seat at the table until they resolve these crime. I mean, they're being charged criminally. The city is, because they're not paying the fines, they're not removing it, and they're allowing it to go to criminal court. And so how can, if you're the police department, how can, if they're being charged by the CA,
Well, I mean, everyone on the advisory board just provides advice. So
They-
and consensus on things and they vote at these meetings.
I get it. I was very involved with
And
CPAB. I
so,
understand.
I mean, that's basically the role.
But it's bad, they're in bad standing with the city. They don't deserve a voice to be able to speak to the police department and advise you if they're not in right standing with the city. So I'm hoping maybe they could change some bylaws. Once they're in good standing,
And
that's
and That
different.
could be, that wouldn't come from me, but I haven't had any issues with, her being on the CPAP.
Well, no, of course not, but she safe pointed all you guys. Like she gets, like they have a fake street that, you know, that's not a,
Talk about L. Ron Hubbard.
yes, that's not those parking signs are not from the city. And I have, they're fake. But you guys are enforcing parking laws and it's not a no parking street. It's no red line up and down there. And the city cannot prove proof that it's a no parking. And so, it's just not,
Yeah.
it's
And
ridiculous.
I mean, not that I'm not, understanding the issues, but a lot of these issues really aren't within my purview here.
It is. You know why? I'll tell you why. And that's why I wanted to talk to you about, but I don't want to miss, I bet,
Oh, okay.
go catch the,
Yeah, we'll talk about that,
because she gets them, Hernandez and all, to go running to do her bidding with the phone call because you're so safe pointed. And I don't know if you understand what safe pointing is, but I would like to have a good conversation.
Well,
when
let me look into the signage and let me see if.
Can I send you the report? I have the report on all of
Yeah,
it.
email that to me.
Okay, and that your
And let me-
email's here?
well-
Go get the bus.
I didn't know what it was.
It's right here.
Email it to me. Let me look into the signage. Let me see if that's legit. I can talk to, I know some real high level people at DOT. I
Okay,
can look into it.
okay, thank you. Because I just want, they need to be law about it. Yeah, if it's
If it's
legit,
not legit, I would say that should be removed.
exactly. And,
But also-
and your officers should not be
You're talking
passing
about-
out tickets.
You're technically.
It's right there.
Well,
Go
because
down
we're-
go down the thing and it's right there.
If we're relying on what signage out there looks legitimate and that.
But there's no LIMC on it. There's no,
Well, so I'll take a look.
will you, okay, and because you and I have emailed and you always seem reasonable to me. It's right there, just right at the end there.
I'll have the DOT guys that I know and they're high level and they work off Mission.
Okay, so you will get it
They're
removed.
citywide DOT.
And there should be parking allowed. The city needs parking. And
Yeah.
I know they want to
Well, that I
privatize.
don't control.
I understand, but they
That's the thing
shouldn't be
that-
giving tickets to people
No,
if
I
it's
mean,
not legit.
That's right.
So you're gonna
if
be,
The signage is improper.
okay.
And it's illegally posted, then sure, then I think we can have that, I can look into that and have that removed.
I appreciate it. What about the planters that they're breaking federal laws?
Well, see, that's usually within the purview of Public Works. So
Right, which I'm
those
going
are
to.
Sidewalk inspectors,
But-
not what we're in the business of.
But I get that,
Yeah.
but the fact that they should not be advising you when they are committing federal crimes, like really, like
Yeah.
they should be
Well, what federal
suspended,
crimes?
violating ADA
Oh,
laws.
ADA, okay. Yeah.
They're
yeah,
federal
ADA is not
laws.
What we,
No, I get it,
Yeah.
but I don't feel that they have, if they're being prosecuted, which they are
Yeah.
by the city attorney, that's a criminal division. They should, like, I wouldn't expect, if I'm being prosecuted for crime, I would not expect that I could sit there and advise you on police matters. And neither should they. Just because they're Scientology and they have a lot of favor with you guys, they build a relationship all these years. They're not above the law. And they,
talking about what, Scientology?
yes.
Yeah, she's a member of our Cpab. That's the only relationship I have.
With you,
With
no,
us.
she's with Detective Gomez, with
Yeah.
Hernandez, she has a very, very
Well, I'm in
tight.
charge of everybody here. So our Cpab,
They
the only relationship
ran,
we have.
she got upset because I was at a meeting, okay? And anytime I mention, because I'm adamant, I'm going to keep mentioning it until it's removed. But her 6 officers from here, including Hernandez, went and ran there, and the one protester, whatever, they don't want him there.
Mhm.
That's between them. It has nothing to do with me with the ADA laws. But they went there and kicked them out of saying there was no parking, whatever.
Well, that's exactly. So if that's the root of a lot of the issues. Let me look at the parking. Let me check with DOT. Let me check with someone at DOT
Thank
that's
you.
very knowledgeable on whether that's approved DOT signage or not.
And can you break like Hernandez should not be running at their beck and call. There was another time too. And I had to,
Well, he's the senior lead officer in the area.
I
So if
get
have a
it.
community- If I have an issue with the community, he's the first person I'm going to send to take a look at it.
but
He
he
reports to my
is so
sergeant.
good, close to them. And
Well,
do you know what I had to do, a couple, 2 weeks ago? I had to go to a different district, a different division, and asked their supervisor to call your watch commander
To do what?
to get a supervisor. Hernandez, all of them refused to get a supervisor for people that they had had detained and were willing to search and take the van. So the watch commander had to get an outside supervisor down there, and that supervisor, who's not connected to, isn't close to Scientology because it's not Hernandez and them. And she said, no, he's the victim. This person is the victim. And so your cops had to back off because so it took an outside cop because though I'm serious, like, and I'm not trying to, you know, it's,
Do you live near there? Is that the box?
I don't know. I just hear someone yelling.
All right. Email that to me. Let me take a look at
I'm a
that.
stakeholder
Okay.
in that area. I'll just
Okay.
say that.
Got it.
I don't want them, well, I'm sure they already know where I live and stuff.
All right.
That wasn't
Yeah,
him.
just email that to me.
Thank you. I appreciate you listening to me.